So Tamaya's gonna taste test our homemade cake. Go ahead and taste it. Some icing on the table. I need to wipe it off. It's really good. Okay, so I am going to clean my strawberries. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these strawberries and I am going to place them in some water. I have some containers with some water in them. So get your strawberries. I have 2 containers of strawberries to make this cake, and I have a container of blueberries. Okay. So you gotta make sure that you clean your strawberries, okay? So this is the first container. Then I'm going to pour some vinegar in my water. In my strawberries and water. And then I'm gonna put some baking soda, just a little bit, okay? Here I have my blueberries. I took them out the fridge. I'm going to place them in the colander, and I am going to wash my blueberries off as well as I did when I cleaned my strawberries. Now I'm not gonna place these in no baking soda water. I'm just gonna rinse these very thoroughly, okay? Okay, so let me show you the items that I will be using to make this cake. Okay, my beautiful cake. It's not a chantilly cake, but it is a delicious, beautiful cake with fruit in it. Okay, so in place of water, I am going to use 1 cup of milk. This is regular milk, regular whole milk. Instead of 3 eggs, I am going to use 4 large eggs. I am going to use some vanilla flavoring, just a teaspoon. I'm going to use some Baker's Joy to make sure that my cake mix does not stick to the pans and that I can get it out easily. I am using super moist French vanilla cake mix. And instead of oil, I am using 1 stick of unsalted butter, okay? And as I showed in the beginning of the video, I washed my strawberries and I washed my blueberries, and these are the berries that I will be using for this delicious cake. And I have my mixing bowl ready, so I'm gonna get ready to attach everything to my cake stand, and we are gonna get started making this delicious, beautiful cake. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is melt you a stick of butter. Okay, in your cup of milk, you're gonna add in about a teaspoon of vanilla to 2 teaspoons of vanilla, okay? Then you are going to mix it together. Okay, into your mixing bowl, pour in your cake mix. Next, pour in your milk that is mixed with your vanilla flavoring into your mixing bowl. Mix in your 4 large eggs. That's 2 eggs, 3 eggs, 4 eggs. And remember, this is a box cake hack. Okay, so now we're gonna pour in our 1 stick of melted butter. Y'all, I can smell this cake already, so you know it's gonna be good if it smells good. Now let's mix our box cake mix together. And I'm using my stand mixer and I have it on low. Okay, make sure that you scrape the bottom of the bowl to make sure that you get all of that yummy goodness in, and we're gonna make sure that we mix this together until it is well combined. Okay, so we are going to mix this the rest of the way to make sure that it doesn't overmix on the stand. So basically I mixed it for about 45 seconds to 1 minute on the stand. We don't want it to be overmixed because that will mess your cake up. So we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees to bake at 350. Prepare according to your package instructions for the type of pan that you are using. Now we are going to spray our pans with our Baker's Joy so that our cake mix doesn't stick. I am using 3 pans, 3 cake round cake pans. These are 8-inch cake pans. Right, Maya? Okay. This is my daughter helping me. She is the cakeologist in the family. I like to bake too, but I'm not as big of a baker as she is. So that's 1, 2, 3 pans, y'all. Okay, now we are going to pour our cake mix into our pans. We're gonna make it shallow, y'all, because I want thin cake layers, not super thin, but you don't want it to be too thick because we are going to make layers, okay, of our cake. I'm gonna have 3 layers, 3 or 4. I might end up making another layer. Don't know yet. But go ahead and fill your 3 pans up.
Yeah, we don't need the other bag.
No, we gotta make another box of cake mix. Okay, everybody, so my cakes are out of the oven. I have already placed one to be cool. So now we're gonna get ready to place these 2 to get ready to be cool. And I'm gonna show you guys how they flop right on out of the pan with just using Baker's Joy. Okay, so, oh, Leah, who are you watching cleaning strawberries? What's the lady's name? Her name is Cooking with who? Cooking with TJ? Oh yeah, that's me. Okay, so now we're gonna wrap this cake up in aluminum foil because I don't have any saran wrap, y'all. But we are gonna sweat these cakes like this, okay? Okay, so now we are going to wrap this cake up. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at that layer. Roll it up, Maya. Y'all, I ain't asking this stuff out, okay? This is just the natural and it's cooking, okay? But this cake is gonna sweat like this, and we are going to place it in the fridge to sweat. Even though you don't have aluminum foil, you can still sweat your cake like this, okay? Okay, so now we are going to prepare our frosting. Yeah. So the type of frosting that we are using is some pre-made frosting. The Betty Crocker whipped fluffy white frosting, okay? So we are going to place this into our mixing bowl. And I'm using 3 containers. Okay, so now we're gonna pour some powdered sugar in. And I know you're wondering, like, why are you putting powdered sugar in there? It's already sweet. We are going to make this frosting even fluffier, okay? And so that it will hold better upon our cake. So we are going to mix this together lightly until we have all of our powdered sugar well combined. And we're using probably about 2 cups of powdered sugar, okay? Okay, so it's stiff. Y'all see it? The frosting is stiff. The way that I want. Y'all see that? Now that is what you call stiff. Okay? See, the cake is really, really moist once we have taken it out of the fridge. So we're getting ready to put the jam and the frosting and the strawberries and the blueberries in between these layers. Okay? See? And we don't need a simple syrup because it is moist and it is going to be so delicious and tasty. We're gonna eat it. We're gonna eat this cake. Eat the cake, Anamite. Okay, so this is the jam that I am going to use to go in between my cake. It is Smucker's strawberry jam. Okay, so we are going to heat us up about 1.5 cups of strawberry jam. So you just add a small amount of water to the jam. And this is going to go in between our layers of cake, okay?
I know, I'm trying to figure this one out. This one a little lopsided.
Okay, so this one is kind of lopsided, but we still are going to cut it
I'm still gonna love it.
and use it. Okay. So we are using a serrated knife to cut this layer of the cake because we want 4 layers for these delicious cakes that we are making. Okay.
Delicious and tasty.
Yes, ma'am. Delicious and tasty. She is so smart. We can put her on all the commercials.
You're making me nervous.
Okay, so we have it cut, as you can see here, and that's what it looks like in the middle. See that? This is pure moist cake, and remember, this is a box cake mix. And with the ingredients that we used, it's a cake hack. Okay, so now we're gonna get ready to start layering these cakes. Okay. We gotta make sure that we can get them done properly. We're gonna have to seal this part off, but y'all will see. So now, Chef, Baker, whatever you would like to call Mr. Maya, my daughter, she's getting ready to add the jam, the strawberry jam, to the first layer of our cake, okay? So try to get it close to the edge of the layers as possible.
Don't go over.
Don't go
Get it
over.
Too close to
Too
the layer,
close.
because it will leak out.
Because she said it will leak out, y'all. And we don't want it. So that's good enough, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's enough. So now we're going to get ready to lay down our strawberries and our blueberries to layer our cake. So, spread the strawberries across your cake. This cake's gonna be good, y'all. Okay, so now we are putting our blueberries down on the cake. How many of you guys have heard of a jelly cake? Well, I didn't have mascarpone cheese, so I can't call this a chantilly cake, but it is, to me, a chantilly cake, just without mascarpone cheese frosting. Okay? That's the only difference. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more of the jelly. And now let's get ready to put some of this frosting on here. It's beautiful, yes. Oh my God, look at the frosting. Ooh, my daughter did that. Tamaya did that. Look at the frosting.
Doubted me.
Look at the
I
frosting.
felt like this is just.
I was kind of scared at first. Okay, so now we're gonna spread this frosting out. Okay, so now we are working on this second layer. We ran out of piping bags and it's too late to run back to the store, so we're using a Ziploc bag with the piping tip. And this is to go around the edges of the cake, everybody, so it doesn't spill out, okay? What is Leah doing?
Hey, damn.
Okay, y'all, so let's look at our cake layers. This is what the cake looks like on the inside.